Good morning. I'm on my way to work. It's Friday. I'm going in for 3 or 4 hours to call in some prescriptions, wrap some instruments, and just do some general housekeeping at the dermatology office that I work at. I've been thinking about finances a lot, and I really want to retire completely. Don't we all? I retired at 61 or 60. No, actually, I was 60 when it went through. With full retirement due to some disability. I have some arthritis that's extremely crippling in certain areas. I've had both of my hips replaced. And I was 90 pounds heavier then. I had some breathing issues, COPD. Losing the weight has alleviated so much of my symptoms and my disabilities. I still have the arthritis. I'm hoping to get it to calm down. It's in a flare right now, but I'm hoping that it will calm down. I do red light therapy. I try to go every other day, at least 2 to 3 times a week. I think that's helping. And I've had other people say that it does help. Sorry, that's bouncing. I've got the mount on the dashboard, and for some reason it's really bouncing this morning. Anyway, so I really do want to retire completely. I still work part-time, about maybe 18 to 20 hours a week to supplement my Social Security, what I receive. I receive $1,800 a month gross, but of course they take out for Medicare. By the time it's all said and done, I think I get around $1,600. And there's no way to live on, okay, there is a way, but I can't live on that and pay rent. A 1-bedroom flat or a 1-bedroom apartment around here is $800 to $1,000, and that's not in a good neighborhood either. That would leave me $600 for my car payment, my insurance, and food, and I would be scraping by my teeth if I did that. So I work part-time. It's really wearing on me, but it's doable. And I don't know how many millions of us out there that are my age and older that are still working. There's a gentleman that delivers meals with me when I worked delivering meals. I've changed now. I work at a dermatology office. He's 87. He's a retired mailman. And God, he's in good shape. It's really mind-blowing. He's a wonderful person. I really like him too. Very kind. Very straightforward. So I'm going to work up a budget. Of course, retiring now completely means that there's no way I'm going to get an apartment. I have to commit to staying in the van. That's one of the main reasons I stay in the van now, is to save money. And I've saved a little bit, but not nearly as much, not nearly enough. So I'll probably have to work at least another 6 months and really put some money away. I'd like to have a few $1,000s back for anything major that goes on. But I'm still going to start figuring out a budget. The weird thing, or the funny thing about it is, with my part-time income and my Social Security, I get around $2,800 a month on street housing. So I'm okay. I live okay. I'm not scraping because I don't have to pay $1,000, $800 a month in rent. I stay in my van, and I have a very dear, close friend that allows me to park on her property, so I don't have to worry about that at night either. But losing that part-time income is going to force me to come up with a really tight budget. And I may qualify for rental assistance then. the crux of that is it's 5-year wait. I actually got on that list right after Rick died about 5 years ago, and they have never called me. I've called them 3 or 4 times, and oh, you're 80th on the list. Oh, you're 20th on the list. The last time I called a couple years ago, I was 12th on the list. In the meantime, they've changed the parameters, and I no longer qualify. I make too much money. So, losing the part-time income would put me back in the range of having rental assistance, but the waiting list is astronomical. There is a real housing crisis for everyone, seniors especially. I think the seniors are the most vulnerable in the housing crunch right now. A lot of us have disabilities or limitations that younger people don't have. But everyone deserves to have good housing or affordable housing. God, how many times have I heard politicians say that? But no one does anything. And I don't know what can be done, but I know there's got to be a way. I am a firm believer, for every problem there's a solution. You just have to find it. But the housing crisis issue involves greed when it comes right down to it. The people that rent homes or Airbnbs drive me nuts. They're taking homes away from families and people that need them. Yeah, I know it's free country. I get all that. But on a moral level, instead of renting their home out to someone that can pay, whatever a month they want for it, they want to rent it out for $500 or $600 for 2 or 3 days. Greed. And I've never stayed in an Airbnb, and I never will for that reason. It's a moral thing for me. And I'm not saying people don't have a right. I will get a lot of pushback from this, I'm sure. You have a right to do whatever you want. But morally, I don't think it's right. Not in a situation with the housing crisis the way we have right now. People living in boxes and under bridges. And there's investment companies coming in my town, buying out apartment buildings that were affordable. The one that I lived in previously was $500 a month. It was nothing to call home about, but it was 4 dry walls that had a bathroom. I had a bed. It was comfortable enough, and I was okay. I was happy there. I didn't need a lot. An investment company came in, bought it, moved some things around, painted the building. It's $875 a month now for that same 1-bedroom flat. It didn't even have a kitchen. It had a bathroom that I used to sink as a kitchen. $875 a month. Now, the people that live there, a lot of them have HUD, and so the government picks it up. And that's the investment company that bought this was counting on that, I'm sure. That's how they would get their extra money. Unless it was someone like me that doesn't have HUD or doesn't qualify, because I make a little bit too much money. So, anyway, I'll keep everyone updated as I go along, figuring out what kind of a budget I can live on, and if I can retire completely. I may not be able to. I may have to continue to work. I'd like to find and explore some other income streams. YouTube is not one of them. That's not, I can tell you from right now. That is not going to be an income that I'm going to depend on, because first of all, I have 22 subscribers right now. God bless every single one of you. Thank you.